getting started out when you come into a job like this, you start, identifying who those top players are and big names, I guess, in the locker room. Kevis immediately stood out. He's one of the best players I've ever seen as far as athletically on the field.
I got my first offer. I was sitting in class. My coach called me. He was like, "Hey, I got something important for you." He called me. He was like, "I got an offer," and it's just like I called my parents. It's a great moment. Told the rest of my family they was excited for me, and then my stepdad, who been taking care of me for like the longest since I was like 3 years old, he was just basically saying, "Hey, you did what you wanted to do. Now take it and run with it. So don't take it for granted and just stop. Keep pushing." Yes, sir, I have 29 offers, but I'm actually committed to Maryland. I mean, but my parents feel safe with it, I feel safe with it, so, I always got to find something new.
And he's going to be a corner, and I know he lives up here with his folks. They made the move, I guess, last year before I got here. And I know he came from Perry, Florida, Taylor County, moved up here, and then ended up playing. He's actually a receiver quarterback by trade, but Lowndes needed him last year as a DB when he was able to come in, and that's what he played. So that's where he got recruited from. But I think if you ask him, his heart and love, still trying to score touchdowns. We told him he's going to have the opportunity to do everything.
My parents, actually, they sit right here on the corner. So when I do something, I look at them, they look at me. So whatever I do, I try to do it for them and just make my family proud when I'm out here on the field of grass.
Watching him grow up, he was committed to Vanderbilt. I think this is an awesome story. He's committed to Vanderbilt, took his official visit, came back and called me. I was like, "Coach, I just don't think that's the right spot for me. Can you call them and let them know?" And I said, "No, you're going to call them." And he started kind of backtracking on that. "Well, Coach, I can just do it." And I said, "No, you need to call him and tell him like a young man, because at some point that's going to help him in life." He may play for a Vanderbilt coach at some point at Maryland or some point in his career, and the first thing we want them to look at Kevis and say, "Hey, that's that guy that called me and at least had the gumption to say, hey, Coach, I'm going to decommit and go ahead and take care of business his way."
What drives me and motivates me? Well, knowing I'm a star player, so I know it's people going to try to get like exposure off me, and I'm not letting that slide. So I work too hard to get here, and I basically got to show what I'm worth. Me being recruited, that actually can help my teammates, because if I can do it, I feel like my teammates can do it. We go through the same stuff.
So that's where we really challenged him, that he's got to be held to those extremely high standards, and we may get on him about something that we wouldn't get on just a random 10th grader receiver that may be coming in the door. We're going to hold Kevis those high standards, and him making sure that doesn't take him personally by any means, and really putting that weight on his shoulders to understand, because whenever he gets to Maryland or wherever he ends up next year, that's going to be the same thing that's expected of him there. So trying to treat him as, hey, you are our best player, everybody knows that, but now you also need to be our best kid and handle your business in the classroom, handle your business off the field, outside the lines, is what's crucial for us in building this program.
A bad grade for me is like a C, really, and then it's like, well, none of my parents didn't go to college, so that's kind of my, motivation to be like the first out of my family to do it. And I actually have a little brother too, so I'm trying to show him that it is a way to be done, and then it can be done. So I'm trying to set an example. I feel great about this season. We have a new coach. He pushing us every day. This is the hardest I ever practiced in my life. So it's I feel like this gonna be something new. Everybody on the same page. We got players that came back. I love the defense coordinator. Defense changed, offense changed. So we got a whole new system really, and I'm loving it. So I feel like, our plan now, it's gonna be great for what we're trying to do.